Hello, Miss Marian. How are you?
I'm doing great, Sharini, right?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for coming to my channel. Yeah. So, guys, this is our guest here, Miss Marian, and she will be introducing about herself and about the horror confession as well, guys. So, Miss Marian, you can talk now, Miss.
Hello, everyone, to Sharini's viewers and to everyone who's watching right now. My name is Marian. I'm a YouTuber. Actually, I was a cabin crew YouTuber, and then after the retrenchment, we switched into couple contents. So basically, now I have couple contents, and I'm trying to go back again to cabin crew because
Uh,
we're now like more flights are
um,
ongoing and we can like hopefully go back flying again. So hello everyone, it's such an honor to be on your channel. I'm 22 years old. I'm from the Philippines and I'm currently living in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
okay, great, Miss. So, may I know what is your YouTube channel name, Miss?
So my YouTube channel is gonna be Marian Carmelo, and all of my social media will be Marian Carmelo: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and also Twitter. So you can follow me on Marian Carmelo. I don't know where you're gonna put it. Maybe
Yes.
here.
Yeah, we
So
will
that's
the description and in this video as well. Okay, Marian. Great introduction. Okay, Marian. Miss Marian, you can introduce about like your horror confession now, Miss.
okay. So horror confession. Before I give my horror confession, maybe I can just give a little bit of a background, like what's horror like in the Philippines. So basically, Philippines, we have a lot of like stories, like we call it like monsters or ghosts. In the Malaysia also we have a lot. We have this thing called Pontianak.
Mm,
So that's spelled Pontianak.
mm,
So Pontianak is like a scary woman.
mm,
But in the Philippines, we also have that version wherein if you abort your baby,
mm,
they believe that the baby will become a ghost or a monster and then like haunting you in the middle of the night and will try to eat your tummy because the baby came from the tummy, right? So that's something that we have in the Philippines. We also have this thing called tik tik. So tik tik means someone who has like a very very long tongue, and these ghosts are targeting those who are pregnant. So if you are pregnant, we always believe that we have to have a garlic so that it will at least remove all the bad spirits, all the bad ghosts that could eat and potentially hurt the baby. So there are a lot of cases already in the Philippines that there were recorded tick tick,
mm.
the creature has a very long tongue. And one of my experiences, it's not related to Pontianak and Tik Tik, but this one is related to possession. Is it called possess, right? Like when the spirit go inside your,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm. So how is your possession experience? Like where you went and what you go through? Yeah, maybe you can tell a short story.
Sure. Okay, so I remember I was 10 years old that time. I was in the school, and after I went to the school, we have a helper. So a helper means like a maid or someone who takes care of us because my both of my parents are doing some business and they cannot fully take care of us, the children. So we have this helper who's very very nice. She's very beautiful. She's very kind. She always prepare all of our food, prepare everything. And then one day she was preparing a fish.
Mm.
So she was about to cook fish for us that night. And when you cook fish, you have to clean the intestine, everything inside, right? So she removed everything inside and then she threw those leftovers from the fish in like a big tree.
Mhm.
So this tree actually was believed to be um, they believe that there's like some creature living in the tree, and we call it Nuno. So Nuno are the dwarfs. Are you familiar with the dwarfs?
No, I'm not familiar, Miss.
The elves, the one with the big ear. Yeah. So we dwarf elves. They believe that this tree has elves on it.
Mm.
So that time when she threw it, she was feeling a bit sick after that night, and we thought she just like normal, like sick. So my parents bring her to the hospital, and she was having a huge fever. And after a while, the doctor gave her medication, everything. She was okay. She was fine the next morning. But after like 2 days, we have a birthday celebration. So of course, all those adults have to drink, party, the normal partying, and then they party in a gymnasium because my parents own a gym where you can work like like an exercise workout place lah, and there's barbells, there's a lot of like weights, the one that you can carry, all those heavy things. And she got a bit tipsy, but she's not drunk at all. And then suddenly, from what I heard from this one I haven't witnessed yet, but after that I witnessed everything. Okay, so that night when they were having a birthday party and our helper got a bit drunk, because we treat them as family. That's why they're part of like all the celebrations that we have. We celebrate for them, like if it's their birthday or something. But this time I think it was my cousin's birthday, and she was a bit tipsy. I'm a bit scared now.
Yes, so you can just like say normally, no need to describe fully.
Yeah, that's why like later like some creature knock on wood. Ayo. So that when she got a bit tipsy, she suddenly like how do I say? Like when you're drunk, like that. Uncontrollably, you don't know.
Yes.
They thought like it's like a normal tipsy, right? But then suddenly her eyes went red. So that's the time that everyone like a bit panicked that, oh my gosh, this is something different. This is not just tipsy or what. And the most thing that really convinced them is when she carried like a big barbell, and she's so small. She's thin than me. She's thinner than me. I'm very thin, right? But she's smaller than me. Okay. She carried the barbell, throw it in the wall, and like the barbell stick on the wall, and we have pictures of that.
What?
But I don't have pictures already because that's no iPhone, like just like the camera, the keypad thing.
So it's a marble? What marble is it? She throw which object is that?
It's a like how do I explain? Later I'll show you the photo. The bar, like when you carry, right? The one,
yes,
you want to do,
yes,
and then the circle, like a plate, but a big head.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, it's very heavy. Yeah. Oh, okay.
And she did it like one hand.
Oh.
So trying to calm her, she was already like that. And all the party, my uncle, my mom, everyone. Until we have a gym instructor. She bit the gym instructor like that. She bit it like that. And it leave a mark there. Then suddenly, the gym instructor also became quiet. And we thought like, he's also drunk. So our helper, the very thin girl who threw all that, bit our helper who is very muscle. Because like, like when you're a gym instructor, you have to be a bit like have muscle, right? Now she bit this gym instructor, and then suddenly the possession went also to the gym instructor. So now there's two of them.
Oh, okay.
So that night settled already. I don't know how they settled it, but they just tried to calm the two who got possessed, our helper and the gym instructor. And then everyone went home, and then they called like we call it albulario. It's a doctor for possession. Do you know it, right? You also have it in India, right? Yeah. They call that, and then our helper calmed. She calmed down a bit, but she keeps crying and crying and crying, and her eyes were closed all throughout. But she's still breathing, still okay. Then we brought her in our house, and of course she lives with us because she's our helper. So we brought her in her room, and I remember that time because iPhone was not a thing yet, and my parents are very strict when it comes to my older sisters playing phone because they're teenagers, and I was still a kid that time, only 10 years old if I'm not mistaken. So my parents always hide my siblings' phone in my maid's room so that they're not gonna get it and they couldn't find it.
Okay.
No? So it means my sister's phone is in the maid's room.
Yes, okay.
So our helper is inside her room. Now my sister wanna find the phone because she already know like I know where my mom is hiding it. She wanna sneak in, you know.
Yeah.
It was in the night and she was trying to sneak in. Then when she was about to get the phone, because the phone is on top of the cabinet, suddenly my helper screamed, screaming like crazy and in a different voice.
Oh,
Her voice of a guy, like very, very deep voice, like very scary and I don't want to say the word, but very demonic voice.
then,
My sister running so fast as she could. Then, like, I think only 5 milliseconds she went up already in the and calling my mom, mom, like that. Like she was panicking. She's a teenager at that time. She was so panicking, and then suddenly, like my helper standing on her bed, just standing on top of the bed, and like that, the eyes still closed.
okay.
So I'm having goosebumps right
I
now.
was so scared. I know. Okay, that is really, yeah, scary one. Yes, must say
So
that.
she was like that, and eyes still closed. Remember, the eyes were red.
Yes.
So the eyes, and we were trying to like. My mom wanted to go inside the helper's room, but to check out what's happening later. You know, if something happened to her, of course, our family will get in trouble, right?
Mhm.
So after that, um, when like my mom checked, like, what's happening, open the light, everything. She suddenly like lay down again in the bed, like nothing happened. And then after she shouted again, "Putang ina mo!" Like that, like a curse word in Tagalog means like "fu," like that. Fu, and then she was keep on screaming about you destroyed my house in Tagalog. In my language, she said, "You destroyed my house. I'm gonna kill all of you," and all that. But so what my mom did, she put like a rosary, you know, like the Christian have this rosary, the one with the crucifix, put it in her palm, and then like wanted to, let's just pretend that this is the rosary. The helper like opening it, and then we keep on like wanted to close, but she don't want. She keeps opening like that. And then we call again the witch, that no, not the witch doctor, the doctor for possession and all that. And then they put what do you call it? Luya. What is luya? Ginger.
Okay.
The ginger they put in the eyes. You know how hurt? That's so hurt, right? Hurt,
Yeah.
right? They're putting it in the eyes. And she was crying and like, doing all that. So I think that's the only time, that's the only one I remember because afterwards, our parents, of course, they wanted us to be safe and we're only very, very young that time. So we sleep on another house, on my aunt's house that time. So that's the only.
Yeah, once they keep the ginger, the possession can calm down. Am I right? The possession. Yeah.
I think I think the doctor did some first,
Okay.
and then she calmed down. But actually, she haven't come. The spirit is still inside.
Okay.
The next day, like we couldn't already handle, like the doctor in our province cannot handle already, so we have to bring her in another state, so that, and also so that she will go back to her family and will take care of her.
That's really
So
scary. Yeah.
what we did, my parents apologized on behalf of her to the elves and say sorry that she throw those stink
Yeah.
fish. So lesson learned, Like, don't throw your leftovers anywhere else, because I think they are allergic to it, or like they don't like it. Maybe it can kill them. So just be nice to all the creatures, our environment, everyone lah, like just be nice to everyone. So basically that's the lesson I learned from this.
From that.